clap their hands together for you. Thank you so much. You can have that on stage. These three ladies, by the way, what's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy and?
Emily.
Emily and?
Stephany.
Tracy, Emily, and Stephany. Tracy, Emily, and Stephany, solving crime next on Fox. These three ladies are going to be a part of something very crazy. If it goes right, it'll be something that is awesome. If it goes wrong, it will become much awesomer. I also need three people that are sitting by each other. 1, 2, 3. I'll borrow you, and I'm gonna actually borrow a dude in the plaid that's like this. What? Yeah, I hope that's plaid, otherwise I've just lost my mind. I don't know, maybe we both did. Actually, you're gonna come stand by him out here, and you're gonna stop there, dude in the plaid. There you go. And I need to borrow maybe one more gentleman that had his hand up in the air. Yeah, that pointed at himself and was thinking, I'm not a gentleman. Yes, you. Would you mind hopping in the middle of the aisle? You three are gonna walk towards each other in the middle, but first, I'm gonna give you guys, you're gonna grab the following. You're gonna get this, take that microphone, you're gonna grab a book, take that book, walk to your two new friends, and friend in the gray, come to the middle, meet them. You three, can you hold on to this for me for a second? Can you guys turn and face me, because the show's going on up here, and I'm Sean. And what's your name? Seth. Seth. Good to meet you, Seth. And kind of Kramerish gentleman in the plaid shirt, what's your name? I don't know if that's a compliment. Rodney. Oh, it's a total compliment. Kramer's lovable. And dude right back there, what's your name? Ryan. Good to meet you. You three guys are going to be a part of something that is kind of interesting. Can you tell me how many pages are in that book you're holding on to? Can you hold the microphone up to his face for him very gently? 280. 280. Thank you for doing that the easy way, because a lot of times in the show, people are like this. Can you hold those out? They're like, I'm not feeling anything, Sean. They number the pages for a reason. You're smart, you're intelligent, you knew that. Take a ballpark guess. About how many words would you say are on a page? Can you mic him again? Just take a guess.
150?
200? 150. Fair, that's fair. Had you said 10, I would have said, what font size do you type in? Like, it's the Times New Roman 99, book reports of 4 words. It was a good one. There's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of words, moments, interchange, character development, plot progression, concepts, strangeness inside of most books. I'm going to turn this way. You three stare at these three. And when you stare, don't normal stare. I need you to club stare. I don't know what club you're going to, but I'd like to be there. Just getting Care Bear stared by everybody. People are just like, blam. Love shooting out from their tummies. I'm going to turn this way. I want you to go ahead and open up to a random page in that book. You three stare at them. Open up to a random page, my young friend, and hoot when you've got it. I want all three of you on either page that Seth opened up to, I want you guys to start scanning the pages with your eyeballs. Let the words filter in and out of your heads. Because in a second, I want you each to focus on a word on either page there. Make it a different word for each of you. And make it a longer word, like a chunkier word, a challenging word. Otherwise, these three ladies are like wrestling with the mind of a 2-year-old. Is it a cat? Yeah! And it's not an impressive moment on stage. So, give a hoot when you each have a nice chunky word in your head. It sounded like a really sad owl. It was like crying in a shower. But is that all three of you? Say it out loud because I can't see you. That'd be awesome. No? That's one. Different word for each of you. Don't whisper them to each other. Don't do that because I can prove I can hear. That'd be awesome. Let me know when you got it. That sounded like that was a boys' choir going through puberty at the same time together. It was amazing. Go ahead and close the book. Remember the words. Focus on the words. Shut the book. Trap those words in your head and focus on them. I want you guys to build some real emotion behind them. I want you to think of those words over and over, like your life depends on it. It's like you're hanging on the edge of a cliff, screaming that word in your mind to get some help. Or it's like worse than that. It's like you just sat down in the bathroom and you've run out of toilet paper. No judgment. We've all been there, some of us today. And it's like you're scared that the Charmin Ultra Soft Bears are going to tear through the door and maul you, unless you think that word for protection. In fact, to make it a bit simpler, I want you each to just focus on the first letter of that word in your head, the very first letter, and gently Care Bear stare it towards these three ladies right here. This is just a really awkward scene. It's kind of awesome. What letter comes to mind for you?
B.
B. No. Okay, what letter comes to mind for you?
T.
T. What letter comes to mind for you?
M.
M. You didn't fail, you just succeeded at something entirely different. That's how I have self-esteem. Were they even close? What's just the letter in each of your heads? Just the letter.
V. W.
Not even close. Okay, so this is interesting because I know, yeah. That's congratulations. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Now this is kind of what's intriguing. You didn't do bad. This just lets me know how you respond under pressure. In fact, this lets me know that what's going to happen next with these three will be perfect. For you three, I want you to imagine that full word and picture us involved with it, whatever it is. Imagine it like it's on a giant IMAX movie screen in 3D. Seth. This is weird. This feels like this was before you were alive. In fact, this is strange because the way I'm reacting to it is I'm getting like giddy 1980s kind of feel. Because it's almost like I'm seeing a bunch of kids rolling up linoleum from breakdancing because they need to go inside to eat some SpaghettiOs and drink some Tang because they want to connect with their favorite Disney characters. But they're not going to do it streaming it. They're not going to do it digitally. They're not going to do it on MP4 or through Netflix. They're not going to watch cable doing it. They're not going to use even old school giant laser discs. This is like a stinky, old, crinkly, crunchy, awkward a video cassette. Give them a big round of applause. You can walk back to the train. You can hug the book up here. You can hug the book up here. That's fine. My friend right here. Speedos. Baby oil. Veins. Hairlessness. And you're looking at me thinking, I am not these things. Because in your mind, you saw us all hulking out, bulking up as like competitive weightlifters. Yes? Yeah. Give him a round of applause. You can pass the microphone down. You can head back to your chair. Thank you so much, my friend. You heard this before you saw it. You heard and you smelled this almost before you really visualized it in your mind. Those were the senses that were hit first. The smell is not a pleasant smell, but the smell makes you feel happy because it reminds you of a lot of your younger childhood and stuff that you've gotten into trouble using in life. Because this is you lighting a fuse with a bunch of like firecrackers, but fireworks, yes? Give a big round of applause. You can go ahead and bring the microphone up here. I will give you this. Can you pass the microphone down? And I'll borrow those books from you. We have the 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I read this book and I cried like a tiny Swiss child, so we'll avoid that for now. And we've got The Billionaire Baby Bombshell. No judgment. These are books I picked up from the DI. Don't hate me. I don't often travel with Harlequin romance novels. Who am I kidding? I want you to do this. I'm going to scrunch my eyes down. I'm going to turn this way. I'll look mildly constipated to everybody here. I'm going to run my fingers across the pages, and I'm going to have you say stop when you feel like. You're Care Bear staring right now, aren't you? Like rainbow. You do this. Go ahead and just say stop whenever.
Stop.
Can you all three do me a favor? Can you remember the page number there that you stopped at? Imagine that, all 3 of you, imagine it like it's tattooed at the base of your neck. Do not tattoo the number at the base of your neck, but imagine that it's there. Let me know when all 3 of you have that. Can you also do this? Remember maybe the last 3 words at the top of the page here, whatever they are. Trap those 3 words at the top of the page there in your minds and let me know when you've got it. Not the title of the book, that's a freebie. Let me know when you got that, the last 3 words there and the page number, all 3 of you. Yes? Can you continue to hold the book for me? You're all still here. I was worried it was going to be like my 8th birthday. My 18th birthday. Or my wedding. I want you three to imagine that page number like it's tattooed at the base of your neck. Because that's an easy way to remember one single vital piece of information. And now, imagine the words from the page being whispered to you. Pause. If you're actually hearing the words being whispered to you, that's a problem we need to take care of after the show. But imagine what it would be like to hear the words being whispered like this. I like that you're calmly taking it like in stride. You're like, my house is haunted. So when I shower, the walls bleed. So he leaned forward. Those are the words that were in their heads. Can you now hear the page number being whispered to you? Like this? I have no idea. It's not coming across. That's not working as well. Can you tell me how many pages are in the book that you're holding on to? 187. Can all three of you imagine the numbers from 1 to 187 like they're in tall wooden numbers? Imagine my right hand like it's a matchstick and just think stop when we get to the number right there. One of you thought stop earlier though because the corner of page 100 was on fire. That was an accident. Because that went out because blazing next to it like a number inferno is 97. Oh, no. No, Cinderella, no. I'm gonna shoot my rage at you though. Because Seth and I go way back, we're friends. This is a cool moment. You can say that a stranger kind of read your mind. You guys did pretty fantastic, but this is not enough for you to wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat questioning your existence. But I'll tell you what is. I'll tell you the truth about this moment. The truth is, I lied. Because this we could do with you having thoughts and me connecting with them, and it would be cool. But I wanted something that you're gonna wake up in a cold sweat, having experienced, and genuinely question what's real. Because what happened in this moment is you allowed me to put a thought so deeply in there that it's going to butt heads with reality for the rest of your life. As long as you breathe, that thought will be there. Because you saw something that never existed, because there was never a page 97 in that book, period.
Shut up!
We have, and by the way, no duplicate anything in here. That will be done. We've got page... We have page 96, we've got page 99, we've got page WTF. What the fun? Can you verify that that has been warmed by your butt throughout the show? Can you please pick that up, reach inside of there, take what's been waiting inside of there since before the show even began out, and tell everybody what that is in a loud voice.
No. Page 97.
What are the last words at the top of the page, the last 3 words, because that could be page 97 from any book. The last 3 words at the top.
He leaned forward.
That could be page 97 from any copy of the Billionaire Baby Bombshell. Would you mind walking into the aisle, walking that up here, so we can verify fiber for fiber, hair for hair, like a thumbprint match. That is page 97 from the book that these awesome ladies were holding on to from the very beginning. Give them a big old round of applause. Thank you so much.